Hagerty is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Governor Jefferson, welcome back. It's good to see you again. If confirmed for this new position, you're going to take over a key monetary policy position at the Federal Reserve. You'll likely be tasked with considering whether the United States government should issue a retail central bank digital currency. Chair Powell has been clear that the Federal Reserve lacks the authority to issue a retail CBDC without congressional authorization. In March, before the House Financial Services Committee, Chair Powell testified that, quote, "It is absolutely the case that Congress will need to authorize the Federal Reserve to issue a CBDC." He's also on record saying that to advance a retail CBDC, the Fed, quote, "would need buy-in from Congress, from the administration, from broad elements of the public." And that again, quote, the Fed would not proceed with the CBDC without support from Congress in the form of an authorizing law. So my first question, Governor, is do you agree with Chair Powell that the Federal Reserve cannot issue a CBDC without authorization from Congress?
I do, Senator.
Thank you.
I do, Senator.
Thank you. Governor, before I continue, I just want to make it clear that I'm going to vehemently oppose any attempt to create a central bank digital currency, whether that's at the Federal Reserve, here at Congress, or in the executive branch. A tool of this nature not only represents an attack on America's sovereignty, it poses an unprecedented threat to our individual liberties. And frankly, I think that any tool like this that the central bank in the Chinese Communist Party in China uses to control its people should be vehemently rejected by the American public. Governor Cook, welcome. As you know, Vice Chair of Supervision Michael Barr will soon release a significant alteration to the bank capital rule structure known as Basel III or Basel Endgame. And as a member of the Federal Reserve's Committee on Financial Stability, have you had an opportunity to review the draft of the new rule? And if so, if you could clarify, what specific weaknesses in our current framework would this new draft address?
So, thank you for the question, Senator. Indeed, Vice Chair Barr is conducting a holistic review of capital standards, but we have not I've not received proposals yet to review related to the Basel III Endgame.
So for the record, you've not reviewed a draft? You've not seen, this is a 1,000-page proposal. You've not had an opportunity to look at any of this at this point?
Neither the review, which is not yet complete, the holistic review, nor—
I'm talking about the draft that's being put together now.
Right. So I haven't had a chance to review it yet. No, I haven't received it, but I look forward to reviewing it when I receive it. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be extensively. If it's a 1,000-page plus rule, it's going to be an extensive proposal. It has very, very broad-ranging ramifications. So I hope that that you'll have the opportunity to review that, and once you do, I would very much be interested in getting your perspective and your staff can get back with mine.
Absolutely,
on the
Senator.
specifics of what ought to be addressed by this dramatic proposal that we're anticipating. Again, I'm hearing a lot of rumors about what's in it. I know a lot of people are talking about what's in it. I'd be interested in your perspective once you have a chance to see the draft. Yes. I think that we ought to keep in mind the fact that we've been through some very real-world banking stress. When you think about what's happened through the pandemic, what we've navigated with Silicon Valley Bank, with Credit Suisse, and it's tested the large banks. And I think they've done fairly well through this process. So again, I'm looking at this very, very keenly in my eye, and I'll be very interested to see where you land on this too, what your concerns might be, and again, what you think this might address. But what I want to make sure that we don't do is use this in some way as an effort to backdoor certain changes that some of my colleagues would like to see, ideological changes that don't have anything to do with the strength and security and soundness of the banking system. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks, sir.